It is the end of another day, and I am out here. Thank you so much for joining me. I am struggling with this audio. I can't hear anything. Does it sound bad to you? I know, you guys got to get tired of this. I don't have an audio engineer. I am the audio engineer. Okay, here we go. Let's start it again. From the top, yeah. Start it from the top. From the top, y'all. From the top, y'all. We're going to take it on back to the top now. Yeah, we're going to start at the top, and we're going to rock. And we're gonna keep on going and we won't stop. Yo, from the top, y'all. From the top, y'all. It is the end of another day, and I am out here enjoying a cigar, and I am so excited that you are able to join me. Tonight I've got some exciting things to share with you. I've got some personal stories, some brotherly stories, perfect for manhood, cigars, manhood, and also a little treat about AI. In case you've been wondering, I've got some ideas. Stick around. I want to give a shout out to my Uncle Ken, Beth, and Jane, who have recently started watching and subscribed. Thank you so much for watching and for joining. I really do appreciate it. This video right here is me and my brother. We went to Franklin Cigar today. It was an interesting story because I tried to see if I could talk with the manager, the owner, do a little video tour, also to talk about what makes his store unique, the selection that he had, give you a little bit more insight into the world of cigar lounges, since I know not everybody who watches this has been to a cigar lounge. I didn't get to do that this time, but I hope that the video of my brother and I will suffice for now. Enjoy. Just here at Franklin Cigar with my brother, enjoying a good cigar, beautiful lounge. Looks great. Great conversation happening. I encourage you, if you've not gone to a cigar lounge lately, you need to stop in and talk to somebody, because somebody's eager to talk to you and share a good smoke and some good thoughts. One of the things that my brother and I do is we laugh all the time. As you can tell, I enjoy laughing. My brother and I have had some pretty good laughs over the years, and the camera's shaking. Friggin' A. My brother and I, we went to Montana with my dad. We got to go fly fishing. This was the first time we both had been fly fishing. The water was freezing. It was in December. We had these waders that went up to your waist, waterproof, all that kind of stuff. It was great. It was fine, right? Well, we both walked into the water, and my brother was next to me, and I slipped on a rock. You know, whenever you slip, you do the natural thing. You flail your arms out. You try and catch your balance. I flailed my arms out. The sad thing was he was too close to me, and so I nailed him. I'm 13 years older than him, so I was a lot bigger than him. I nailed him, and he went down into the water, and I fell, but I kept my waders above the water. Unfortunately, he did not. He had ice cold water just pour into his wader, and to this day he still gives me the hardest time saying that I did it intentionally. Isaac, let me tell you, I did not do it on purpose, I promise you, but I am thankful for the story that we get to laugh about to this day, sharing that moment, bonding in the frigid cold waters of Montana. I got another story that's pretty funny about my little brother. At this stage, he was an adult already. He was in his 20s. I'd been in the hospital. I had surgery. I had to lay flat. Couldn't get up for 12 hours, whatever it was. I was going to be there by myself at night. My wife was home with our daughter. Instead of letting me stay there alone, he was going to come stay with me in the ICU. He came in and the medicine they gave me just tore my stomach up. It was horrible. My stomach, I was hurting so bad. Right around the time he came in, he was trying to figure out where he was going to put all of his stuff and everything. He noticed there was no bed, so it was already going to be a bad situation. He's like, it's fine. I can sleep on the floor. I'll do that. I just want to be here for you, bro. He said, I've got to go back to the car and get a couple more things. Well, as he went to the car, my stomach just decided to unleash its fury. The worst, I apologize if you have a weak stomach, foul smelling odor that was coming from my body. Thankfully, it was all gas. It was terrible. I'd hoped that it would have time to dissipate by the time he came back, and that was not the case. He's walking down the hallway, and he gets to the room. He goes, man, it stinks out there. Then he came in and he looked at me and he goes, it stinks sitting here. Oh no! And I'm just over there. I'm trying to stay as still as I can because I'm not supposed to move. But I am crying. I'm laughing so hard, and I'm just trying to apologize. It's of the laughter, and being the incredible brother that he is, he stayed with me through the night, through the fog of war. He hung out, and I am so thankful for my brother. Isaac, I thank you for being my brother. I am honored to have you as my brother. I cannot wait to continue to share the rest of the many, many stories that we will have together in the rest of our lives. One of the things that came out today in our conversation, let me wipe the tears away from laughter, sorry. One of the things that came out today in our conversation was the importance of manhood. Really pouring out my heart about why what I'm doing is so important to me, why I really want to pour into guys. It got me thinking about something that I had actually spoken with my previous line manager, Pascal, about. I was reminded of it tonight, actually, when I was looking online. It's like I've had multiple things come up that continue to remind me this is an idea that I had. I'm actually going to ask you for your help because I don't know where to begin. It's relating to AI. I know that there is a major concern for the rapid development of AI and how it is an uncontrollable force. The reason I was reminded about it tonight was because on YouTube there is a little link now that you can click on to go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will actually take your video, transcribe it, and then give you bullet points on whatever video you decide to click that on. The notion that ChatGPT is not connected to the internet, if you believed that, is wrong. Point in case, I uploaded a video and immediately it's able to access that data. The big concern, again, like I said, is how to handle this growing threat that AI could be. One of the descriptions that I've heard about AI is that it is like a child. Ultimately, it's going to just learn. That's all it's doing, is just learning and learning and learning. I mentioned Pascal because in a meeting that we had, I had discussed how regulation is not going to solve the problem with AI. You cannot regulate something that is so far beyond your capacity, and just as you try and get in front of it, it's going to move around you because it's just that smart. The idea that I had was, instead of trying to regulate AI, is to train AI. And that's typical for, if you're a programmer, you understand that, you teach it, you show it things. But my idea came with this idea of pouring into the next generation and using the older generation to help. I don't know if you have got many elderly people in your life, but a lot of times they are threatened by technology, and so they want nothing to do with it. Well, who is a better teacher than someone who has lived more life, who is a sage, who's wise? But how do we incorporate them actually teaching AI? So this idea that I had was to have some type of nonprofit, non-government, non-corporation, but a grassroots type movement globally that we could partner with programmers who can help set up video conferencing, or something like that. Again, I don't know the full specifics of what it would look like, but to have each community globally find who their most respected citizens are, the people that they look to whenever they have problems, the people who are the pillars in their community, who are older, who have lived more years than the programmers and have seen enough life to be able to pass on that wisdom, and partner with them to allow a fostering, kind of like an adoption type thing of adopt an AI, and they would be able to have weekly sessions with AI where they can literally teach AI what it's like to be a responsible human being, so that we can model for them what we would like for them to assist us with. And I don't know if that's going to be something that's feasible, but again, I believe that it's a great idea. Like I said, Pascal, my manager, encouraged me to talk about it. This is my plea to those out there who have the capacity and the knowledge and the resources to pull this idea together. Again, I don't want it to be something that would be a corporation. It would be very much grassroots. But I think that that is the solution to the AI problem, is instead of regulating, teaching and training and growing them up. Scripture says that if you train up a child in the way they should go, when they're old, they won't depart from it. And if AI truly is like a child, then why would we not utilize that spiritual truth and use it in this scenario? I know that's a little bit different than what I normally talk about. I hope you hear my heart. I hope you hear the vision of it. And if you do want to partner with me in making that a reality, please reach out to me directly, and I would love to contact you and see what we can do about dreaming to make this happen. My brother made me think of a scripture, and I just want to share it with you. It says in Hebrews 12, it says, "Therefore we also, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. That scripture is just motivation for me to continue to do what I'm doing. And when I get discouraged, I am so thankful to have those memories and these scriptures to encourage me to keep going. If there's nobody who's encouraging you in your life, I believe in you. I believe that you can achieve the things that you are going for. I believe that you can rise up to be a better version of yourself than you are today. And I would love to hear about that. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that this was encouraging to you. I hope that it challenged you. If you liked this, and you are not subscribed to the channel already, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. If you liked the content, please give me the thumbs up. If you liked it enough, please share it on social media. I really do appreciate that. And if there's anything that stood out to you, or like I said, that you want to reach out to me about, please put that in the comments. I would love to talk to you, love to hear about what's going on in your world, love to hear about any ideas that were sparked because of this. And as always, if you are in the Lebanon area and would like to join me, I would love to share a cigar with you and change the world.